build an offer so good people will pay $7,000 for. So let's be honest, like today, anybody can come up with a coaching offer and anybody can price it at $7,000. But the main question is, are they making money? No, 90% of the coaches are still struggling. They are struggling with getting leads. They are struggling with converting with their content. They are struggling with the sales process. They are struggling on the sales call. So, why is it? That is the offer. Their offer does not speak to their ideal client directly. They do not understand their pain points, they do not understand their struggles, and so the offer doesn't fit to the client that they are selling to. That's the number one reason. And in today's video, I'll show you exactly how you can build a coaching offer from scratch so that people will pay $7,000 for, and you will convert more easily, your content will get more attraction, your VSLs, your ads, and all these things will be super dialed in. So how we do that? I'll cover the exact process to find out your ideal client. Now, the chances are, because if you have an audience for, let's say, 50,000 people, chances are there are a lot of avatars in there. So, let's say if you are a trading coach, then one persona who's watching your videos can be struggling traders, and another one can be beginners, another one can be, let's say, want to start trading, and the last one can be successful traders but they want to live the life as an influencer like you. So these are different kind of people, but you need to sell to the person who want the most amount of help right now and who is ready to pay $7,000 or any amount of high ticket, about 3 to 4 to 5 thousand dollars. And then how to know the people inside out, because finding the ideal client is easy, but knowing them is the real key to success with coaching offers, because then you can only speak directly to their pain points, speak directly to their goals, speak directly to them. They will feel like that, hey bro, this offer is exactly for me. That's what I was looking for the past 12 months. Then we will actually build the coaching offer, build your offer. I'll show you the frameworks and some successful coaching offers that is killing right now, and I'll show you how to present as they want, because the success mantra in coaching businesses is sell them what they want and deliver them what they need. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Lucky, and from the past 15 months, a year and a half, I'm helping creators and coaches build or scale their coaching businesses. So, let's start with market research. How we find the fit, how we find the product market fit, how we find the actual client that we need to sell to. So, market research is all about getting the data on what market actually wants. So, let's take this as an example. Let's say you have three fruits right now. You have banana, you have mango, and you have apple. Now, your friend wants apple, but you are just guessing, okay, maybe he wants banana, maybe he wants mango, but that's not how it works. You need to ask them what he wants and then give them what he needs. That's the exact framework that we are going to follow to do our market research, and this is actually a simple process. I'll show you exactly step by step how you can do it. And this is the guys, this is the only difference between a coach who is struggling with not getting leads, struggling with his content, struggling with his sales process, struggling with his ads, and the coach who is, just enjoying his vacations and just enjoying the life of an info business owner the way it should be. So how we do market research? Now there are a tons of different ways you can do market research, but right now what's working best and what is most efficient, I'll show you that process. So that's the one that we did for one of our recent client. So you just create a poll either on Instagram, either on YouTube, Twitter, or LinkedIn, where your audience most hangs out with. So let's say you have 50K followers on Instagram and 10K subscribers on YouTube. So you just post a story on Instagram asking about which of these best describes your current role. Now it can be some another questions. It can be like, hey guys, I'm just trying to make better content for you. How many of you are dash dash dash, let's say agency owners, struggling with their agency and want to start an agency? Why are we doing it? I'll show you, but first you can say, let first you can see this example. We did this poll and we find out that 47% of the audience, and by the way this poll get around 2000 votes, so the audience is super active, and you can see that 47% of the audience is project managers and 26% of the audience is executives. So we exactly find out that who's our ideal client. My ideal client for this offer would be project managers and project executives. So we need to build two offers because that's the majority of our audiences. Why we do this? Why we cannot just go onto forums and do the traditional market research? So why we do it? So the thing is, out of these 2000 people, we can directly reach out to them and have a chat. Another thing is these are the highest quality of audience possible, because these are the person who watches you regularly, who follows you from a long time, who gets value from your content regularly, and who is interacting with your content on stories. So let's say you post a story, the highest quality of audience you can get is people replying to your stories, right? And that's exactly what we do with market research pool. And you find out who do you need to sell to. These are the people who watches you regularly, and these are the people who have the highest chances of having a chat. So one way people do market research is just mass DMing their followers, every single one. But this is not how it works, because most of the followers are not active, right? Or active with your content, they are not particularly engaging with your content. So in this method you can just reach out to everyone who have, who reacted to your stories, and bang, you can have a chat just like that. So you have the highest chances of having a chat with them. The next step, first we do the poll. This was the first step. Then the next step is start reaching out to people. So let's say you find out that you need to reach out to 50 people. The opener can be simple as that: hey bro, so you voted on the poll, you want to start an agency? If they clicked on, I want to start an agency, this, you see how this conversation flows naturally. This is just a most natural conversation that you can have with your followers. So they'll be like, yeah bro, I want to start an agency, I'm thinking of starting an agency. Now you'll be like, okay, so I'm working on something that is going to help a lot of you guys, but I just want to make sure that I create something that is actually valuable for you. So can I ask you some questions around that? I appreciate your feedback. Then he'll be like, okay, now you start asking questions to understand their current state and their desired state in as much detail as possible. So you ask questions about what are their goals, what are the roadblocks that is stopping them from achieving the goals, what is the ideal time frame according to them to achieve the goals that they want, what are they currently trying to overcome that roadblocks to and achieve their goals, and why did they get started, why they want to start an agency, why they want to get fit, what is the deeper desire behind that. Some of the questions are what they struggle with right now and where they want to be, their desired situation and current situation. So you can be like, hey bro, what is your current situation, can you just explain me? So he'll be like, okay, I'm struggling with this, I'm I'm overwhelmed by lead generation, all this stuff, etc, etc. Then you can be like, okay bro, so if this is your current state, what does your desired state looks like? So these are, questions that you can ask. What mistakes they did in the past. And so you tell them like, okay, we are thinking about creating a coaching program, exclusive coaching program with people who have this pain points and want to get their desired results. So how much would you pay for a program like this, and what can we do, so you know make this program more valuable, all this stuff. So you just ask questions, as I told you, to understand the goals, roadblocks, time frame, and the struggles. And if you notice that the person you are talking to is super excited and is an awesome person to talk to, you just book a call to have a more deeper conversation with them. Now the goal of this market research and poll, all of this stuff, is to have at least 30 to 50 chats and 10 to 15 calls with your ICP, so that you actually knows them, what are their fears, what are their desires, what keep them up at night, what they actually want, why did they get started in this, all these things. And when you are having a calls, keep in mind that you record the sales call, not the sales call, like the market research call. So you record the call, and inside call you need to ask second order questions. So if they say my goal is to reach 10K a month, and my struggle is lead gen, so you say like hey bro, okay, lead gen, but what specifically in lead gen, or what specifically in dieting, if you are trying to lose weight, what are you trying, and why it haven't worked. So you have second order questions to understand them better. And the market research main key is you need to look for patterns, because if you just reach out to 10 people and 10 people have different goals, different desires, different situation, then you are cooked, bro, until you do one-on-one coaching. So we are working on averages. We will look for patterns on the market. Now you open this bad boy, Claude AI. If you are not using AI, bro, you are cooked, to be honest. So you say that, hey buddy, this is the data of market research. Summarize it and give me a doc containing these things. So Claude will give you a doc with your customer verticals, their dreamland, the problem that they are facing, what's the desired situation, what is the gap, and how your program will bridge the gap between their current situation and desired situation. What is the unique selling proposition of your program and its detail? Why they should believe you or the reasons to believe, features and benefits of your program so that they can actually get to their desired situation, the deliverables, high ticket offer, sales argument basically means the potential questions on objections they may have within the sales process. Now, how you do all this stuff, because when I get started and when I work with clients, some of the clients do not want to do it, right? They do not want to talk to their followers, they just want to build the product and sell it and start making money as soon as possible. But this is one of the most crucial steps. As I told you, you will know who's your ideal client, what are their fears, what are their desires, what is their desired situation, what is their current situation, all these things. Now you just need to combine these pieces and make an offer, and boom, people will start reaching out to you. Hey, can I pay you? And this is what actually happened with this client. We did an amazing offer, and we just don't need to do any outbound. People are coming inbound every single day to us. Okay, you can have 100,000 marketing angles if you know them exactly. So if you know that most of my audience struggling with this pain point, you can make 10 reels, 10 videos around that. You can target them from 10 different ways. And if you know their 50 pain points, you can you get the point, right? You have infinite market angles that you can target to your ICP in your ads, in your content, in your posts, every single thing, right? Then next thing is you can talk directly to your exact avatar. So what I mean by that, let's say you are walking down a street and a random guy says, hey, now you look back, see here and there, and you will just start walking again. Now let's say your name is John, and I say, hey John. When you are walking down the street, you will stop, you will look around, you'll find where I am, you'll come to me and ask, hey buddy, what happened, how are you, right? So once you do the market research, you can, like, your content, your ads, your VSLs, all these things can talk directly to the people, because we know what they want, we know what are they struggling with. And that is our next point, that you can create content that converts by leveraging their pain points. Another thing, 8-figure sales asset, you can exactly create the VSL that is, sales by itself. You can create case studies, you can create ads, and these all things will blow up. It's a guarantee if you do the market research. And the most important thing is you build a class of one, because only you knows your audience, only you knows the pain point, only you knows the desires. So if they look outside to buy something, they'll be like, yeah, like that guy doesn't know me, but this guy that I'm following, he know exactly what I want, so I'm going to join his coaching program. And that's it. That's how you stop competing on prices and build a class of one. So now we know who's your ideal client, we know what they want and what they struggle with by market research. Now let's take a look on how to create $100 million coaching offer. Now, from the past 2 years, if you are living under a rock, then you don't know this. How do we create value? Dream outcome times perceived likelihood of achievement by time delay times efforts and sacrifice. So, when creating our offer, our main goal is to decrease the time delay and their efforts and sacrifice as much as we can, and increase their dream outcome and perceived likelihood of achievement as much as we can. Because if we can get this to zero, then we can create infinite value, right? So I'll just show you, because a lot of people yap about this equation, but they do not tell exactly how to use it and what components to add, offer to use this value equation. So I just broke it down for you guys. Now the dream outcome, the exact dream outcome, the exact desired situation, the exact goals that they have. Now you know that, because just just right now we completed our market research, so you know exactly what they want. Now there are some tips that you make it specific and quantified, because if you say like, I am a business coach and you'll make more money, that's my offer, but how much money, how we are going to make it, how can you help me? So you want to make it specific as possible and quantified, because people do not pay for the information, people pay for transformation. Now if they can see their end result as specific as possible, they are more convinced. Okay, another tip for high ticket offers is stack multiple outcomes. So let's say your audience want, because there is nobody who have a single goal in life, right? You want to have a healthy life, you want to live a wealthy life, you want to have a great relationship with your partner, with your parents, and also we have multiple goals. So we can stack multiple outcomes for your offer. How we do it? So let's say we are selling to executives, $10,000 coaching program. We can stack two multiples, like they will get promoted by working less. So getting a promotion and working less are both different outcomes, and you can stack them up to build a lot of value. And the end result, guys, we want to make it specific, stack multiple outcomes, and tie to their deeper desire. I don't care what you are selling, but the end result should be related to health, money, and relationship, because that these are the deepest desires of humans: having a healthy life, having a lot of money, and great relationships. Now, perceived likelihood of achievement. What they think are the chances of them getting successful with your coaching program. That is their perceived likelihood of achievement with your stuff. So how likely they think they will get the desired result if they work with you. So to increase the perceived likelihood of achievement, you can add done for you stuff where they have doubt. So let's say if you are selling a fitness offer and most common doubt is diet, you add and done for you service that we will give you the exact diet plan you need, without you sacrificing the food you love. Like that we created value. And this is not complicated, but people miss this out and people struggle with their offers. So add done for you, where the doubt. Social proof. So you want to stack as much social proof as possible. You want to show them that people like them actually get the desired results, right? Because if you helped an athlete lose weight, it does not matter. You can help a normal guy lose weight. Like you can help them, but the normal guy does not think. He'll think like, yeah, but he was athlete, so I don't know if I'm able to do it or not. So you just stack social proof and try to show them people like them. To do that, you need to only work with good people, guys. This is just thing outside the offer. I see a lot of new coaches or even experienced coaches for just couple of $1,000 j on board every single client they get. Now this is a huge negative impact on your reputation in the long term, because not everybody deserves to be in your coaching program, because most of the people are lazy. They do not go through the whole coaching program, and they at the end it will be bad impact on your reputation out in the market. And you already know what's the condition of the info space right now. So you need to be careful and only work with good people. Okay. And you just show highlight results in your stories, in your client interviews. You post them everywhere, because I know a lot of guys, their results are just on their landing page or on their ads. You don't need to do that. You just want to show the world how amazing results you have. Okay. Your credibility stack, so your own credibility, your own amazing results, what you did in life. And then risk reversal. Add a guarantee to increase the perceived likelihood of achievement, because they think like, oh, that guy is super confident in his product, so that must be something that works, right? Now time delay, how we can decrease the time delay. Because if they can make $1 million in the next 24 hours, they'll pay you $100,000 for your offer, right? So how we can decrease the time delay? You add fast wins. So for example, your offer is about trading. So your fast win can be make your first profit within 7 days working in the coaching program. This is a fast win, because you cannot delay the actual time, because the time takes time, right? If they want to get six pack abs, they have to work out for 12 months every single day super hard, right? But getting fast wins are just dopamine hit in their mind. So if you can get them a quick win within a week, the perceived actually the perceived value and time delay, it actually helps a lot. So you just need to skip the fluff and focus on getting them fast wins. So if there is something fluff which they do not need to get that first fast win, just remove it from the program. Then action schedule, their daily actions and weekly actions and monthly actions and tracking. This helps them to visualize their journey and decreasing the time delay. Done for you aspect. So if there is more done for you, then they do not need to spend their time in this stuff. So actually, done for you guys, done for you helps a lot. Like, to be honest, overall, you can see done for you helps in perceived likelihood of value on achievement. Done for you helps in time delay, and done for you will actually helps in efforts and sacrifice, right? So how we can lower the efforts and sacrifice? You maximize done for you so that they have to do the lowest or the minimum work possible, because you removed the major barriers for them. They just need to do little steps, and boom, you add support system. So if they have any questions, if they are struggling with any of the stuff, they can just ask it like that, so that their efforts can get lower. And simplification of efforts. So as I told you, you just where's that action schedule. So action schedule is just simplification of efforts, because if they can actually see every single step they need to take, then it's super easy for them to get convinced. Now, that is how you increase the dream outcome, you increase their perceived likelihood of achievement, you decrease the time delay and efforts and sacrifice. Just do that, and you'll realize that your offer have 100 times more value than it was before. And if you are building a new offer from scratch, it is going to be an amazing one. The last part is actually writing your offer statement. So, who's your ideal client? We know from market research, quantified and result we just did in the offer creation and market research, specific time frame, market research, your unique way. So, this is important. Unique way is the best way to stand out in the market right now. And the best example of it is Brez Scales, because what he's essentially selling, he's just selling SMMA program, SMMA mentorship program in the name of freelance brand scaling. What freelance brand scaling is just running ads for e-com brands. And what SMMA did, SMMA is the same, running ads for local businesses, e-com brands, online businesses. So you just need to figure out a way. It can be as simple as like what Bryce Scales did. It can be as simple as just changing the name. And while most SMMA gurus are, shut down their coaching businesses and all, Brez is making more than $300,000 offer. And if you want to see his funnel breakdown, you can just check out my channel. So that's it. And guarantee, you need to have a guarantee, and the best guarantee for you right now if you are a beginner coach is just, I'll work for you for free until you achieve your desired results. So you combine all of these things and you write your I help statement. So I help ICP do goal in time frame using your unique mechanism without the pain point. And if it did not happen, then we have the guarantee. So now your offer is completed. And guys, if you want help in building or scaling your coaching business, you can just go on to the first link in the description, and you can just book a direct call with me. Okay. Now let's talk about the offers that is doing 7 to 8 figures every single year, and these are all the coaching offers. So first of them, the exact strategy. This is like Brace Scales. So the exact strategy, I used to go from a fat Fortnite kid. They did the market research and they find out that their ICP are playing games. They are usually overweight. So they use this terminology to make over 6 figures per month. That is the desired results that they want with freelance print scaling. That is his, unique value, unique mechanism. Sorry. Second offer, Nero Knowledge. Doing 150 to around 200, like multiple 6 figures a month. The hidden method to break through your revenue ceiling and 2 to 5x your revenue. That is the result in the next 9 weeks maximum. That is the time frame. Even if you have tried everything, that is a struggle that their audience is or his ideal client is facing right now. And the hidden method is just his unique mechanism. He's just like, as I told you, it can be as simple as that. Another one, Ben Bader, the creator economy is booming. Booming. Here's how to partner with online coaches and make 20K a month. Same stuff. Charlie Morgan, how we can guarantee you 20 plus high ticket clients in the next 180 days. So these are some of the offers, and I also build some offers based on the frameworks that I told you. So first one is executive leadership coaching. The C-suite accelerator transform into leader your team needs in 90 days, even if you never managed more than 10 people before. Get the exact playbook that took me from middle management to a CEO of a $50 million company, plus weekly one-on-one calls, handled any leadership crisis, $15,000 investment, guaranteed 10K back. So this is, our offer that I just created. I don't know about the ideal client, their pain points and all, but I just use the framework. So I'll show you how we maximize dream outcome. So the first primary dream outcome was transform into a leader your team needs. That is the primary transformation that they are looking for. Deeper design behind that is career advancement, respect, authority, and control that they want in the organizations. Specific result is the guaranteed promotion, like they'll make a big career leap in their career. Emotional hook is being the leader people actually want to follow, because maybe right now their team does not respect him because he's not a good leader. So this is the emotional hook. But how we maximized perceived likelihood? Credibility. We took your credibility that you went from a middle management to a CEO of 50 million company. So that's a proof that you are successful and you know your stuff. Risk reversal we did is the guarantee that we will give them 10K back if we unable to give them the results, and then he will have direct access. Time delay, how we minimize the time delay? We did shorter term transformation, which is 90 days. We did immediate support, which is weekly one-on-one calls, and crisis management. So if they have any leadership crisis, they can talk to him anytime. Let's say efforts and sacrifice, how we minimized it? Experience barrier removed. So first of all, we removed the experience barrier. So even if you never managed more than 10 people, it just removed the biggest barrier if they are in small organization. Done for you actually helps a lot because they do not need to figure out anything on their own. And weekly calls means less struggle alone. So this is the kind of offers that I'm creating, like that I created for you by using this framework. And that's it for today's video. And guys, again, if you need help in your coaching business, or if you want to build your coaching business from scratch, you can just go onto the description, first link, book a call directly with me. It is not going to be sales call or a high pressure sales call. It is just going to be an audit call, or how can I help you to get to the next level or build your coaching business. And my promise is I'll leave you off better than you started. So yeah, see you in the next one.